we do a movement called Fair Maiden Works the Shuttle. So we go into the corner, and then this is needle at sea bottom. This we can work together. Needle at sea bottom. It's such a cool feeling move when you're able to get it right. I always say that taiji is about moving energy and feeling circles. And this is just such a great movement where you feel the circles. Feel 2 circles. This is gonna be a little bit like patting your head and rubbing your tummy, but it's not actually. You're gonna realize that it might initially feel like it, but it's not. I want you to just kind of just feel the turn. We're going to do this stationary, and your hips are going to just turn corner to corner. I want you to imagine in front of your body at your chest height is a big round stone, like a pizza stone. Like your hand can rest on this big round surface. And imagine the circle all around it. And your palm's gonna lie flat on it. And imagine the edge of your palm here goes along the edge of the circle. So it's going to come this way. So as you turn to the right, the hand's just basically gonna follow your chest. But imagine that there is this stone, and your palm goes around the edge of the stone. Let the arms relax, but you're not moving your arms. You're not doing this. We are not waxing on, waxing off here. This is about feeling the connection of your palm to your hip. Your arm just follows this direction, so just feel this connection, right? You're facing the left corner, that left hand is right here. You turn to face straight. Now the hand is forward, and then you face that right corner, your hands to the right. Now you face straight, and it's going to come along this back end of the stone. Right, so the hands are just in front of your body, but they go around the edge of the stone. Shoulders relax. Feel like the palms have this support to rest on top of. When you turn, the hand extends. When you turn the other way, the hand retracts. Shoulders, arms relax, just feeling the connection. The hand to the body's turn. Do you feel this? You're not using the muscles in your arms. You're finding the connection of the hands to your hips, keeping your body relaxed. So it gets a little tricky at first, but once you relax into it and start just like really like moving and meditating with it, it all comes together. Like think of these as meditations. Then it'll be easier to relax into, to start feeling that connection. So that's what your left hand is doing. And just always remember, hand is in front of your body, goes in the same direction. So if your body's turning over to the right, the hand's going to go along that way too. Now, that's what the left hand is doing. The right hand, imagine there's another stone, but this stone is propped up vertically along the side of your body. So this hand is going to make this circle, but you want to also feel it making this. It's not just arm. We're not moving the arm. We're feeling how the hand connects with the hip. So as the hip turns, the hand goes back and up. As the hip turns, the hand goes forward and down. It's this connection. The hand goes along the stone. Shoulders and arms stay relaxed. When you turn, it propels it up. When you turn, it propels it down. Feel that connection. This one is a little trickier to feel. You just have to relax and just sense the connection of hands to hips a little bit more. Try not to let it go diagonal, so you just want to keep it like vertical. It's like if you have this stone on the side, it just goes vertical. So you guys know where we're going from here, right? So now we bring the two together. And the left hand along the horizontal plane, making this circle. The right hand along the vertical plane, making this circle. So at first, kind of feels like rubbing your belly and patting your head because the two hands are going in different directions, but they are moving from the same energy. It's the same energy that powers both of them. And you have to relax in order to feel it. You can feel that turn to the right brings that left hand around the front and the right hand to the back. The left hand just stays on the horizontal plane and the right hand just stays on the vertical plane. This is a little trickier. Let's come back to one at a time. Just the left hand. Once we go one at a time, it becomes easier, right? Just the left hand. Make this circle following the hip. Let's go one at a time. Just the right hand can make the circle following the hip. Nothing changes when we bring both hands together. It's doing exactly those two things. So If you start getting confused, put your mind just to one of those hands. Forget about the other one until you get the feeling back for one of them. And just like let the other one just kind of like, flop. And honestly, if you just let it flop, you probably do a better job. The less you try, the better you'll do. Just start feeling the connection. So that's basically the movement in needle at sea bottom, feeling the energy. And then we're going to do it the other way now. So now, practicing your right hand making the circle on the horizontal plane. On the horizontal plane, it follows your body's turn, just stays in front. So now your right hand makes this horizontal circle. And your left hand makes this vertical circle. Shoulders and elbows relax. Arms relax. And just let the arms be totally loose. And it's like just like a string connects from the hip to the hand. And then two hands together this way, where your right hand's gonna make the circle on the horizontal plane and your left hand's gonna make the circle forward. Shoulders relax. Shoulders relax. So two different direction tapping into the same energy. Movement of energy can be in different directions, but they're still connected. Yeah, going the other direction is hard. Yeah, your like brain wires you to do things a certain way, right? So when we go the other way, it's hard. This is actually not hard just for you guys here. Even with my students who have been doing 24 form for a long time, doing it the other way will be hard for them too, because in this form, it's only done with the left hand on the horizontal, right hand on the vertical. I mean, needle at sea bottom is done this way, where it's circling this way, like this. So, when I do this exercise with my students, where I have them do it the other way, they have a hard time with it too, because their brain is so wired with it only being done one way. And they have an even harder time because they've been practicing it for so long. It's ingrained and hardwired. So that's why I really like practicing things symmetrically, because you shouldn't only know how to do things like one way, like one hand only does that and the other hand only does that. So I like breaking it up, and then that also helps you to feel yourself tap into the movement of the energy. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do both ways, even though like a lot of these forms are designed to only do certain movements one way. It's like very, very limiting and restrictive. In the form, we don't do as much circle, so it's actually just one circle, and then it goes into the needle at sea bottom. So from for maiden works to shuttle, there's a half step, weight shifts back, turn, and that left hand horizontal, right hand vertical, and then this is needle at sea bottom. But in order to understand that movement, making these circles helps you to understand that movement, understand what powers the movement, the circles that power it.